my friend invited me to his house, and he had an older sister, and there's a hot sister, and he would do like, come follow me, and I'd follow him into a room, and he's like, you see, this is my sister's room, and I was like, yo, what the fuck are we doing here? He's like, look, her panties. Whoa. He would grab his sister's panty and goes,
break dance, man.
So something kind of wild's going on, something kind of crazy that I think is very controversial or controversy, as some people say.
Controversies?
I can't even spell
as Steve
that.
would say.
There is a plan to ban sex education for kids under 9. Why would you have to do that?
I mean, what?
Why would you have to do that?
I think an argument is they'll sexualize the kids.
I don't
because people
know.
get mad about that.
It's gonna go back to the transgender thing, I bet you.
I just don't know what's in the education, because that's what worries me. Because people could just say like sex education, but what, like, because like there's kids' books that I feel like are appropriate that introduce them into the topic without being like, here's how you fucking give a blowjob.
To elementary kids.
Yeah.
You didn't have that class?
No, that's why I don't know how to.
Wish my first girlfriend went to that class.
Come on, dude.
Bitey bitch.
don't they just teach about uncircumcised wieners and
How to clean them.
STDs and how you can get pregnant and how to avoid it?
Yeah, what's in the studies nowadays?
I was in high school when they taught us about pregnancy, and 9 just sounds too young.
Dude, I remember in elementary school, I forgot which grade I was in, but they were teaching sex ed, and they would go around and pass these papers, and you get to write a question about sex. And then, put it in a hat, and the teacher, whatever, and she picked mine, and mine said, what happens if you pee in a vagina during sex? That was the question. And then she read it, and you know what her answer was? She started laughing, and then she goes, that would never happen. And then she does the next question. I'm like, bro, what? I was legit.
Well, she's right because it flips it.
It flips the switch like a train track?
Yeah, like a train track.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you can't stay hard and then pee at the same time unless you're like real disciplined, I guess. You're a real pee slut, I guess.
Oh, because the way she said it was like, oh, that would never happen. I'm like, so that physically can't happen?
I got videos to prove
But
otherwise.
can't you can pee when you're erect.
I don't know about that, buddy. It flips the damn thing.
I think you can, dude.
My train tracks is flipped. So I'm come only at a certain point.
Come on.
That's crazy.
To me, it's like Back to the Future 3. It's like, once we pass a certain zone, we're going back.
But that's how they do golden showers.
Yeah, because I was like, what the heck? Then what about...
They do
I just wanted to know what would happen. But then the teacher was like, that wouldn't happen.
I've never been more humiliated.
You just got owned.
Yeah, golden showers are typically done.
They're hard?
But
The guys are hard.
But these were the type of conversations we were having in elementary school already.
What grade?
Probably like 4th grade, 3rd grade, something like that.
I didn't have mine until 7th grade, and it was at a Christian school. And the same scenario.
It was middle school.
It was the same scenario where everybody would write questions, put it in a hat, and every question was, is it a sin to masturbate to pornography? It was like every question. He was like,
Because they're all doing it.
it's not a sin. It's not a sin.
That's crazy though.
He said it wasn't a sin. He kept pulling it out. I was like, nope.
At my school,
They're like,
they're like
waiting for a girl's question.
And then after that, the next day, all the kids are just fucking beating. Dude, that's crazy.
They probably went home, beat it like with celebration.
We got permission from the Lord.
That's when I found out. I was around 4th, 5th grade masturbating, and I was like, yo, nothing's coming out. This is crazy.
It was dry heaving.
No, I was just like, no, nothing came out. I was like, this is amazing. And then obviously 6th grade happened, and I was like, oh fuck, what is this?
Yeah, so from what I recall is they tell you about like the anatomy, and then after that the type of sexes there are. Like there's oral sex, there's vaginal, blah 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 blah.
It's cool. They give you all
they're
the
literally
types.
just telling you the bare basics. And
What grade is 9 years old though?
Like 3rd grade?
you're in 7th grade.
Whoa, 9? No, what?
9th grade. It's 9. You're 9th grade.
Patch it up, dude. You're a freshman.
Checks out.
Because I'm like, anything younger than 4th or 5th grade, I think you're still too young.
I remember being in, sex ed, first year. I was in 7th grade, same thing. And it wasn't just questions you could write down. You could write down just whatever, the comments, whatever. So
Stories.
I had a teacher, her name was Miss Texera. She had gigantic titties. And then, so she's like reading all the things. And then she opens one up, and it was mine. And she says, put them on the glass?
Wait, what? Oh, because you told her. Oh.
Put them on the overhead projector.
Yeah, put them on the glass. The overhead, yeah.
Because that's glass.
Throw it up. Throw it up. Throw them up.
Throw it up. Throw it up.
I remember in 9th grade, during our health class, we just had I don't know why. Do you guys ever have a health class? Like the whole class was just about health?
Yeah.
So there was a lady that
For me, it's mostly about fucking.
and she was talking about it was like a sex ed day.
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't miss it. Mm-hmm. And then she had this like wooden dick shaped thing.
Dildo.
And she showed everyone how to put a condom on. And all the guys were like, oh, woo,
Yeah.
Hooting and hollering.
yeah.
Just freaky deaky.
They're just like, dang. They're like, you saw how she rolled that down? And I was like, damn, dude, we were deprived back then.
Yeah. They call her
And then
slut
she started
afterwards.
putting her mouth on it.
Oh, dude, don't be immature.
I was so bad at putting condoms on. I remember being with my 30-year-old,
Nice.
and she knew how to do it, and I was like,
Was that your little game though? Oh, I'm so bad at putting condoms on. I probably shouldn't use them. I'm just so bad.
I wish it was, but I literally didn't understand.
I'm like, here, could you put it on with?
I was like, I think it's on. I think it's reverse. I don't fucking know.
And then you go,
It is
you
kinda
put it
confusing.
Right.
I feel like I learned that shit way before school, though. Incorrectly.
on before school.
I didn't trust it.
I remember when I was a kid, and then people would be like talking about, oh, this, babies they come out of the belly, and then they come out of the butt,
Wait, what?
and I'm just like, I'm in elementary school, and then like, and we didn't know how it really went down,
Oh
but
yeah, true.
but we talked about it.
I remember going to homecoming, and I remember I was like, okay, I have to go buy condoms. I was like, okay, to buy condoms, but don't just buy condoms. Buy something else. So the cashier is like, okay, he's doing
You're like 17 and shit.
Give
Like they give a
mouthwash.
shit.
So I bought.
Like this guy buys condoms all the time.
I
if he's
bought-
buying other things.
I bought the condoms, and I bought like a Mountain Dew.
Code red.
Hey, that goes with it. That goes with it.
And I remember her picking up the condoms, and she's like, "Oh," and then she, and she scanned it, and then she picked up the Mountain Dew, and she's like, and she scanned it. That was it. Understated, but very.
I would love to like print out her thoughts in that moment.
Condoms and Mountain Dew.
In high school, I was afraid to get well, not afraid, but I didn't know where to get condoms. And of course, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna need a lot of condoms, dude.
So you bought like a
Didn't need
20
any.
pack or whatever.
Let me tell you. And so I remember
Where's the surplus store?
I need to buy in bulk. I would go on the Trojan website because I remember they would have like free condoms, and all you had to do was put in your address.
Oh, that's smart.
So I would get free condoms from Trojan. They would send it to me, and my mom was like, "What is all this stuff?" Like she found the box, dude, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know. It's just like they just sent it to me. I don't even fucking know what the fuck happened."
She's like, Nick, are you the new Santa Claus?
Nicholas?
Fill the whole room with boxes.
Saint Nicholas over
Living
here.
room is filled with boxes.
The FedEx guy's like, you Saint Nick?
That's your name.
He's like, I'm gonna need a lot.
I'm like, I don't know how things got here. I didn't order them. I don't know how they got my name.
He's like, it's the list, okay?
Yeah, emo.
Guess what? Didn't use any.
Nick, you had an emo back then?
Yeah, well, it was like 2008. 2009 was it?
That's pretty young.
Hotmail.
Hotmail.
Yeah, so good.
So what are they trying to do is like stop the teaching of sex ed? That's what they want to do.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what,
Yeah, they're worried about the limitations that is on a 9-year-old's brain, right? Like how much should we limit information-wise versus.
but isn't that something like that's private, like a family matter, and that should be taught at home, not from school?
Well, but there's the counter argument of that, which is like, what if they don't teach you that?
Yeah.
What if your
Some
parents are
parents don't.
fucking Puritans like my parents were, and you got to go to illicit means,
Yeah.
right? You got to go to your sister's room where she's hot as fuck.
I guess like if it's a scientific approach rather than a
Jesus.
morality approach, I think if it's a scientific approach, it's fine.
Yeah, it's usually scientific when they do sex ed. They don't.
Not always.
Most of the time, though.
Dude, did you hear some of the shit that they were doing at PTA meetings? The guys would just read out of some of these books that they were teaching.
What do they say?
Oh, that was from like a graphic novel, wasn't it?
I can only come when there's a cucumber in my ass. Shit like that. Where you're like, what the
What?
fuck? Shit like that where it's weird.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah.
Yo, Steve, that you know your story about your sister?
Yeah. My sister's hot.
Yeah.
Don't calm down.
I'm not. I promise. I'm just saying,
You're married.
the way I found out was my friend invited me to his house, and he had an older sister, and there's a hot sister, and he would do like, come follow me, and I'd follow him into a room, and he's like, you see, this is my sister's room, and I was like, yo, what the fuck are we doing here? He's like, look, her panties.
Whoa.
He would grab his sister's panty and goes,
Brother.
that's so hot, and I was like, what? Let me try.
Brother,
You didn't even think about this.
brother.
Wait, whoa, what's the you?
What's it you?
What's the you part?
Dude, have you picked up your sister's undies and smelled them?
Did I sleep with them under my pillow like I was waiting for the tooth fairy?
Yo, whoa.
No, that was the first time. Like, I didn't know what
Tooth
was
fairy never came.
He was already into all this shit, and I was like, what's going on? Why are we doing this?
So did he
This smells like
later?
laundry.
Did he later realize that how weird that was?
So as we grew older, he became gay after being in multiple raves. He ended up becoming gay, and he ended up being a rave dude.
He ended up becoming gay. How did he become gay?
Fucking plot twist.
He became gay later.
Steve, look up right now.
Nah, I'm not Googling.
I'm telling you this right now because it's a real story. He ended up being gay. He tried to turn me into being gay, and I told him, back the fuck up, you'll beat your ass. And second of all, he ended up going into being arrested and going into a crazy hospital. And he ran away from there. It's all in Hawaii.
Smelling
he's
your
also-
sister's undies
Yo.
is that's how it
That's
starts.
bold. I will say that's bold.
Kind of crazy, dude.
And he brought a friend.
It's like
And
Indiana.
brought friends.
It's like Indiana Jones. You know, you're like you're looking for trinkets or artifacts.
You're just bored, man.
Way to ruin a movie.
Brother, ew.
Yeah, how do parents stop incest from happening?
I think it's usually
'Cause
pretty
without
easy.
Timeouts. A lot of timeouts.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine catching your kids.
He was crazy.
To be a proactive parent.
Yeah, imagine seeing your kid catch your son in your sister's room doing that. I was like, what the fuck are you
I
supposed
wish my mom worked more. I'll tell you that.
Wait, it's his obituary. He died.
No, but he's 62.
Oh, never mind.
But yeah. So this is him, yo.
Ugh.
Fucking way to call him out.
Dude. Wait, for real?
Chinese
Huh?
sniffing.
So wait, when he tried to turn you gay, what's he doing?
offender.
Huh?
What's he trying to do? Turn you gay?
Whoa. So he's the first one to
He's
introduce.
like, let's eat some glizzies and hang out.
He's the first one.
It's a wild story, dude.
No, I'm telling you right now. Look, he introduced me to breakdancing, and I was like, cool. And,
And also his sister's panties.
he introduced me to porn.
What a guy.
But now he's like, bro, you're at this level because of me. I think you should try what I'm trying as another dude. And I was like, yo, get the fuck away from me.
He goes, wait. He goes, from windmills to sucking his dick. That doesn't make no sense.
Graduated. He's like, you're ready. I think you're ready now.
I just knew I wasn't that. I wasn't even
goes,
curious. I wasn't
Hey,
even all
you
about
love
that.
breakdancing, right? He goes, yeah. Well, you know what else you're gonna like? Dick.
That's the next step after dancing is being
Way
gay.
better than
Hey,
dancing.
it adds up.
Hey, do you trust me?
Hey, you trust me, right? Remember I hooked you up with my sister's underwear?
Remember that?
Yo, the crazy part is he's in Oahu somewhere.
Uh-oh.
You can't recognize him, they say, and he's gonna be asking people for crack and shit.
Oh, that's sad.
It's sad. I wish he didn't even get there. I wish I could have saved him when I can, but there was just no way that.
Should have been in a relationship with him.
Fuck no.
You should have
He's trying to
dated
save you.
You should have.
He's trying to save you.
Good, I
He was
would've
trying to
saved
turn
him.
him.
If I could, I would have
you're a
saved him.
lost
But
soul,
yo, that was just super intense. I was like, yo, get away from me, bro.
Sounds like a troubled dude.
Hey, give him some.
What if sniffing his sister's panties just made him not want girls?
I don't know what it is, dude. His parents were super strict.
That's tough.
I'll tell you that his parents were so strict. We came from a private school,
Damn.
and his parents were constantly strict on him.
Maybe
he was just a
maybe
repellent.
being so strict made him
gay.
no.
You ever been in a video and then you're like, oh my god, I think I will make it to heaven after all.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not that bad of a person.
Wow, I never sniffed my sister's panties. That's pretty awesome. That's a pretty awesome achievement.
I didn't know people do that.
Not really.
Yo,
I'll never give myself credit for that.
Yeah, I made it this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, self-love.